So if you've come back to Palworld and you're thinking, I need some free loot, I don't really want to go and completely start grinding it out, and you've kind of got a base. Now, there is a great feature, which is the Pal Expedition. This is brilliant if you have got, like me, where you've got just an excess of pals just sitting in the box, because you might as well put them to use. So as you can see, we have got so many different ones that naturally you will just sit and collect as such. Now you can condense them and you can do multiple things, but realistically you're not going to sit there and condense absolutely everybody. And now in the technology slot of level 15, I don't know if this was here before or I've just never taken notice of it, but you have got the Pal Expedition Station. There is a few things added throughout the game, which is always nice from the big update that we've had, and obviously with this one, you need relatively simple stuff to actually get it done. Wood, stone, and then obviously the PAL feature. Very, very easy. You also then have different destinations that you can obviously unlock by finishing off the syndicate towers. So for instance, if you wanted to finish off this one is going to pretty much just give you the bog standard low. And as you can see on the right, items that can be obtained, and also then the required type, the recommended firepower, and the duration that you've got. As you do progress up, as you can see, it will get a little bit more trickier and a little bit more specific. So as you can see with the frozen cave that I've done, we get some decent items. We get Ancient Pal Manuscript, Ultra Spheres, Legendary Spheres, Pure Quartz, or Large Pal kind of meat, but then also you get the Ancient Civilization core and parts, as well as different fragments as well. As you do go further up, you will see that you get some different stuff, obviously with the final one, which is really nice. In the kind of the new place in Freybreak, you can get crude oil as well. That is going to be something fantastic that we'll go on a little bit later. Unfortunately, you can't get it in this one. So for instance, if I was to whack everybody in, as we do know with the what you need, it is going to be the ice types. So I've sent her here and just started leveling everybody up. So if I add everybody in, you'll be able to see now that I've got everybody to level 30 at a minimum when it comes to my ice types. Now obviously you can just put them in your party and they do level up, so that is always fantastic. And then obviously you don't need to have always just ice types. As you can see with this one, it gives me 44 ice types, but only a 17% chance of reward, because naturally you do need them higher. It literally took me half an hour to get all of these up to 30 from level 1, but if I do auto assign now, you can see we've got the full 100 pals in, 61% chance of a reward. It will take an hour to do, so that's just extra. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to go fight the Ryan Tower, just to get an easy one to show you the rewards first. Now obviously when beating these bosses, they are relatively easy, especially when you've got somebody like Jet Dragon, who is just an absolute cheat code when it comes to it. If you've got yourself a lovely little bit of the rocket launcher as well, it's fantastic. But Jet Dragon is just an incredible power to have. He's just beat him up quite simply, and obviously that's going to allow me to now do the easy route, which is great if you just want a quick one, if you want some little XP drop, obviously you want some free stuff. So from here we can obviously then go back over to our base over here, which is perfect because now we can obviously show you the full works, because if you do have a decent load, you will be able to drop the time as well. So for instance with this one, now we go into the expedition, we can now change the destination and go to risk low. You are obviously going to get less stuff. It's 30 minutes and the recommended firepower is going to be as followed. We are going to auto assign again. That's going to give us 100% of the requirements. It's given us 100 power, so that's obviously the fact that I've got quite a lot that are spare, but we can, in fact, what I want to do is if I cancel all this, then add them in there. Let's just cancel again, auto assign. You can see that it takes 5 minutes. So we're going to start that up. I do like as well, it does actually bring them all in, which is just amazing. Like every single one of them's going in. So pretty much by the time that the expedition's finished, we might actually get them all in. So we're going to just time-lapse these 5 in. Jet Dragon's going to come back, and we'll see how long it takes for all 100 to go in, unless... oh no, they're still going. So there we go, it has finished. So let's have a look at the rewards. We're going to open them up. And, oh, there we go. So we see the PAL Expedition Station. So we're going to get some Ancient Civilization parts, 20 PAL fragments, obviously some spheres, some ores, some PAL manuscripts, some souls, and just some extra stuff, which is always fantastic because it literally didn't do anything. It didn't cost me anything. Obviously the PALs that I'm willing to put in here are perfect because they don't do anything. And to be fair, the fact that, oh, there's even more down here as well. Oh no, does it? Oh, that's weird. It just goes again. I don't think you could do it multiple times in terms of like doing 2 at once, but for instance, if we was to auto assign here, this would be the interesting one. It's going to take in a whole hour, and to be honest, I'm only 61% chance of the reward, which is still pretty good, but you want to make sure that you are trying to get as high powers as possible. So for instance, if I was looking at my top Anubis, he's going to have the biggest one in terms of power because he is just an absolute machine when it comes to it, which I cannot find him to save my life. He is somewhere. He's there. So he's got 42,000 of the power, which is always going to be nice. So if you can level up everything to kind of get to that level, the higher that you can go in this, just starting it and leaving it for an hour and letting you kind of do other stuff is going to be fantastic. So obviously they're going to go, it's free loot for pretty much not doing anything. I can go and continue, like I say, doing everything that I need to. If obviously you've got a lot of powers as well, just chilling around, you can go and level them up instead. So absolutely perfect way of getting stuff. Let me know how you get on with it.